You know, growing up, there haven't been a lot of law enforcement involving games. Sure, a lot of, have characters that uphold the law, but barely have that old-fashioned badge and blue thing going on. But until I get a crack at the new Battlefield Hardline game, or whatever it's called, I'll be enjoying Dead to Rights Retribution. In this interview, we will be talking about one of the greatest games that were ever made, and really deserves a lot more appreciation. I can't believe this game didn't get the praise it truly deserves. You take the role of Officer Jack Slate, the hard as nails yet big-hearted for those he loves killing machine. Along the way, you get your trusty canine, Shadow. So the game is like a gun and fist and fang style, which at the time wasn't common at all. The story goes with an underground group throwing people off a building, ignoring all negotiations, defying a protocol, and at the risk of your life and job, you go in all one-man army and save the hostages. After getting scolded by your commanding officer, you dig deeper into the planned attack. Not to spoil anything, but motion capture is spot on when the characters bring emotion, especially in one very specific part of the game. It's your basic action adventure at the very beginning of the game, but once you get a hold of Cat? Really? Really? Cat? Really? I'm sorry about that, my cat is being weird. Where was I? Oh yeah, but once you get in the Shadow, things get really interesting. This dog is one of the smartest and most helpful companion in any game possibly. Literally right up there with Elizabeth from BioShock Infinite. What do you want, cat? What do you want? 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 Not only does he attack on command, but literally fetches weapons and ammunition out of your reach when taking heavy fire. There are also parts in the game where you control Shadow in stealth missions to get keys for Jack to advance in a level. Hell, at the very beginning of the game, you play as Shadow, go ripping enemy nutsacks off of them just to keep Jack alive. Literally, at the start of the game. I'm not even joking with you. What more do you want? Really, what more do you want? Thanks, cat. That's some good water. Besides your partner, you have about 3 pages of combinations when it comes to, like, fisting and brawling and whatever. But the thing about them is that they're kind of a chore to memorize. So my suggestion to you is to take about, like, maybe 3 or 4 combos, memorize them, mix them up a bit so it doesn't get too boring for you. Using the same move over and over again when it comes to button mashing and forgetting combinations. Believe me, I know. Aside from the combos, they also added finishers, which, by the way, go insane to the point that you're going to say, damn! As for the guns, you get 1 sidearm and 1 rifle or shotgun to your choice, meaning whatever your enemies have or weapon boxes you stumble upon, they're yours to grab. Also grenades. The grenades are pretty useful too. I think you can carry up to like 3 of them. Now take note, every finisher or headshot you perform raises your focus bar, which allows you to slow down everything around you for extra position, and even has you take less damage for a limited amount of time. Which, by the way, does come in handy. And it is quite crucial from time to time in the game. Believe me, you'll be thanking for it later. Especially when Shadow, being the awesome AI that he is, will go down after taking too much damage, but he will heal and get back up on his feet eventually, or you could swallow your pride and take the extra damage and go over there and help him if you need to. Which, seeing as how I'm bringing that up, the cover conversation up, it can get you into just as much trouble as it can get you out. And don't bother going on the far left or the far right of quarter, because you'll be like, I'm getting shot. You'll be practically begging for a quick end every single time, which is why I tell you now, always have a grenade with you. It will save your life, depending on where you throw it. But it's not just the cover in the game that is also helpful. And as a cop, you have the ability to, if you get close enough, and if it's not one of those brawler guys, you have the ability to put them in custody and literally use them as like a shield. And it's like you literally start running around with their using their back as a support for your gun, and then when they get too riled up, you just beat in the back of the head to keep them in custody. And you have two options. You can either a shield mode, which means that they'll be taking the damage instead of you, but they'll also die, as the meat shield that they are. Or you can just kick them, and mostly it kills them every time. So with the guns, boxing, barking, grenades, and the endless senseless violence, it's a good game. It's a good time span of gameplay. Not really something that you can easily get bored with. Honestly, I don't understand why people didn't enjoy this one as much as they should have. I mean, I understand this being a revamp of the original and the prequel on PS2, but this one is clearly better. Not even from a biased opinion. I played the original one of the first time, and I stomached it, but it was disappointing at the end. I mean, with this game, you have more emotion, more fighting, more options. And even in the first game, Shadow wasn't really all that playable. I mean, if I remember correctly, mostly all he did was sniff bombs the very first time you play as him, where you have to go and try to find the bombs and you're on a time limit. And this one, you're going around killing people as the freaking dog, fetching ammunition, fetching guns, fetching key cards. For the love of God, why aren't more cop dogs like this? This game nowadays is about $10, $15 at your local used retail shop. If you don't have it now, then this video just killed all the excuses you once had that kept you from getting this beautiful gem. And that's pretty much it. And as always, if there is a game that you want me to review or try out, don't be afraid to comment or subscribe or click like or just view this video and go about your business any other day. I honestly don't care, but I do care the fact that you guys are actually watching these videos that are inspiring me to do better in my reviews, not stutter as much, and keep to a topic more than 5 minutes on a video game when it comes to like guns, fighting, all that good stuff. Yep. With all that pretty much out of the way, this is the Invincible Linking signing off until next time.